Nikita Sud. I'm professor of the politics of development at the University of Oxford. I work on the making of the state, space, and nature in the global south, particularly in Asia. Where was I when the Berlin Wall fell? I was around 10 years old and living in a small town in Western India, and I'm sure I saw the news on TV, while also being aware of ongoing unfreedoms in many parts of the world, for instance, in apartheid South Africa. And over time, I developed the understanding that freedoms were variegated, different in different parts of the world, and constantly had to be fought for and never taken for granted. What is my breakthrough, the wall that I try and break? Simply, it is the understanding of land that we have in the social sciences and beyond. For the longest time, we have thought of land as fixed, as just an entity out there, a thing. My research questions this idea and sees land multidimensionally as territory, as property, as something that is sacred, that has memory, that is contested for access, that creates exclusions. And what does this do to improve understanding of our social world? When you see land multidimensionally and nature multidimensionally and as thoroughly entwined with the social, you start reading human societies through the lens of this socialized nature. So in the case of my work, I am able to look at contemporary India through the lens of land's multidimensionality. So, for instance, in the period of globalization and economic liberalization, the state might try to settle land, make it ready for projects of economic development, industrialization, real estate, etc. It might want to develop markets in land. However, those markets remain thoroughly embedded. They remain, impacted by land's sacrality, by its history, by its politics, and by many contests over land. Politics might try to intervene in these contests. It might also get drawn into these contests over the many meanings and uses of land in our societies. So in trying to understand how land is ordered in society, is made legible in society, my work reveals the many, many disorders that looking at land as socialized, as living, as central to our everyday, reveals these many disorders in our societies, the many complexities in our societies, with land at the very heart of them. What sort of questions remain unanswered in my work? My work takes the study of nature to the very heart of our everyday and of our societies. This is absolutely critical in the era of climate change, where nature and the environmental are, we can no longer afford to have them as a specialist topic. Every single social scientist and social science research needs to bring nature into its very heart. Mine is only one study of looking at land at the heart of state making, market making, and politics making in one part of the world, which is India. A lot of work remains to be done on land in the biographies of every country on the planet, but not just land, also biographies, social lives of water, of air, of fire, of flora and fauna. These need to be at the heart of an ecological turn in the social sciences, which I'm very happy to be part of, but a lot more work remains to be done. And this does keep me awake at night with the climate crisis at the heart of this. We are in this crisis because of our distancing from nature, and looking at water, land, etc. at the heart of our everyday is one way of making nature more legible, less distant, and more intertwined with who we are and what we do and where we go in the future. Thank you.